Hello. Green Party Maps is a map of the United States Green Party. It includes the candidates. You can hide or show them. It includes the elected officials, and it includes the local parties. You can also hover over and click into the states. What problem does this solve? Well, it solves at least 3 or 4 different problems. First of all, most people don't know how large and extensive the United States Green Party is. And so by showing all the different branches of the party and all the different people involved, they get a sense of just how large we are. The next problem it solves is it makes it really easy for people to find and connect with their local Green parties and candidates. What you want to do is you want to minimize the number of clicks that a person has to do, because for every click you can lose their attention. So here we have a map on gp.org, and you can click into all of the states. But even if in the states, it may not have the state. Most of them don't have a state map, or you have to click a few times to find out where their candidates are, or click a few times to find the page with all of the local parties or their contact info. So much better just to have it all in one place. And then gp.org also has a page of listing candidates, but it's really quite difficult to find from this national list who the nearest candidate is. And 2 years ago, I think we had about 210 candidates. And so very difficult to find your nearest candidate. And also gp.org will only list state party endorsed candidates. So when they first declare, they may not be on their site. So much easier to find the right person on Green Maps. So let's take a closer look. We can actually hover over and click into the states. Let's click into California. And if you scroll underneath the map, you will see all of the contact information for California. You'll see all of the local parties with their social media links. You'll see all the candidates, social media links. This is both California endorsed candidates and declared Green Party candidates, including some who are not yet on the ballot, don't have a ballot line. You can see the elected officials. Some even have social media. I encourage you to use social media, but try to avoid Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. There's alleged that they censor our content. Discord, Mastodon, probably TikTok is quite good also. Okay, so we can dig in. We can either, let's go to Humboldt County. You can click into the local the elected officials. You can click into, you can either hover over and click into the county party, or you can use the icons to click into their Green Maps page and see more information about the local party. Let's take a look at a candidate. That's, I think, one of the most important parts of this. So here we have James Caan. He is Green running for Senate in California. You can see everybody can have a video on their page, and it's properly responsive, so it works nicely on cell phones, whatever the screen size. You can see his contact information, and underneath it you have uncensored news, things that most people just don't read about, and then certainly the mainstream media doesn't talk about these topics. People know what was really going on. They vote the bums out very quickly. It only takes me a minute or two to create a web page like this for James Caan. He can then log in, edit it, add pages, and add content. It's really like a mini website. And so there's no reason for any Green candidate not to have a website. And if they want to move on to some other platform, they can. They could just use this for a while. It also has a very good security model. So everybody can edit their content, but nobody else's content. And like the state party can edit all the state, or the national people representative of the national party can edit for the whole country if the other people don't do it themselves. Here is a page I generated for all the endorsed and declared Green Party candidates. It does not list one person who's opposed by the state party as an opposed field. It's also properly responsive. You can see as you move to a smaller cell phone, the text wraps very nicely, but on a bigger device, it looks better. I can generate this, if you tell me who your candidates are, I can generate such a page of HTML for any state in the country, and then you can host it on your website. So save you a lot of work. There's also a version of this for emails. Email is much more restricted in what an email HTML can do. So these have shorter text and you can click into their social media also. I can also generate this for any state if you know who the candidates are. And I'm also interested in doing one of these for all the federal candidates. So we can send out a mailing with all of our federal candidates listed. If you're interested in green maps, it's quite easy to add it to your state website. You can add it with a single line of JavaScript. Let me take a look at the source code. Here you can see it's just a single line of source code of HTML to add it to your website. You can also do a tighter integration where you actually get the whole website, but under your branding. So here we have the elections database branding. We're starting to integrate with it. All of the elected candidates here are now consistent with the GP elections database. They have a very strict definition of who gets added. But there are more candidates because we include declared candidates. They don't. Everybody wants a different version of the map for their state. Okay, no problem. It handles all of them. So this is greenmaps.us. Thank you very much.